All right, let's talk about something I'm pretty sure we've all done. You know, staring at your phone screen, trying to decode a message that probably took the other person all of 5 seconds to write. Today, we're going to unpack the psychology behind why we get so caught up in overanalyzing text messages.
You know that feeling, right, where you're typing, deleting, retyping, just trying to craft what should be a simple "sounds good." It starts to feel less like a conversation and more like you're trying to defuse a bomb.
Or how about this? When you become absolutely convinced that a period at the end of a sentence isn't just punctuation, oh no, it's a clear, undeniable sign of pure passive-aggressive rage. Yeah, if any of that hits home, you are absolutely in the right place.
So, let's start by just putting a name to this whole experience. We'll kick off with our first section, that texting feeling.
You get that little ping from your phone. It should be no big deal. But instead, it kicks off a full-blown internal investigation, right? It's a surprisingly common thing in our digital world, where a simple "okay" can send us into a spiral of what-ifs.
Okay, so we've established the what. We've all felt it. But to really get it, we have to understand the why, what's going on inside our heads. That brings us right to section 2, the anxious brain. See, at the very core of this, you'll often find high anxiety. Think of it like your brain has a little smoke detector for social threats. But when you're anxious, the sensitivity on that thing is cranked way up. It starts beeping like crazy at the tiniest hint of smoke, even when there's no fire, just a simple text.
And this part is really important to get. This is not a character flaw. It's not you being crazy. Your brain is just doing the job it evolved to do, which is to keep you safe by scanning the horizon for problems. The only issue is that this ancient hardwired system isn't always great in navigating the weird world of modern texting.
So, if our brain is on high alert, why does that lead to rereading a text 20 times? Well, that question gets us to the absolute heart of this whole thing. Let's move on to section 3, a quest for control.
In this quote, this just nails it. Overanalyzing isn't just pointless worry. It's actually a strategy, even if it's a misguided one. Your brain creates this whole storm of what-ifs because it gives you the illusion of being in control of a situation that feels totally uncertain.
And this is the perfect example of that in action. On one side, you've got reality. The text just says, "See you later." Simple, neutral. But then, look at what the anxious brain turns it into, a whole dramatic narrative of negativity and self-blame. It's actively looking for a problem to solve. And this process, it quickly builds into a cycle that can be tough to break. It all starts with one anxious thought. Your brain immediately craves control. So how does it try to get it? It dives deep into that text, searching for a hidden meaning. And here's the wild part. Once it finds one, even a negative one, it feels like it's solved a puzzle. And then, bam, the loop is ready and waiting for the very next message.
So really, this whole thing is a coping mechanism. The uncertainty of not knowing exactly what someone meant, well, that's uncomfortable. So by creating a story, even a bad one, your brain feels like it has swapped that awful uncertainty for a problem it can actually try to manage.
Okay, let's pull all these pieces together and wrap this up in our final section, the meaning behind it.
So here's the whole chain reaction in a nutshell. A simple text lands in your inbox. For someone with high anxiety, that can activate the brain's internal alarm system. That brain, which absolutely hates not knowing what's going on, desperately craves control. And that is what kicks it into overanalysis mode. So why does any of this matter? Because just knowing this cycle exists is incredibly powerful. It gives you the chance to step back in the moment and recognize the pattern. You can separate the actual text from the wild story your anxious brain is trying to write about it. And that leaves us with one final thought I want you to take with you. The next time you find yourself falling down that rabbit hole of textual analysis, just pause and ask yourself this question. What if there's no hidden code to crack? What if the message just means exactly what it says?